In a dark alley, a group of masked men lay prone on the ground, their bodies contorted like puppets, their pain echoing through the night air. Among them stood a girl, her figure silhouetted by the moonless sky. She had a fierce expression on her face, her eyes were burning with fire. This was Vian, the girl who could take down a small army by herself. She swiftly delivered a powerful kick to one of the downed men, who left out a whimper. Vian, morons, you thought you could harm me or kidnap me? Pathetic. You all were the wrong ones. She continued, her voice dripping with arrogance. Why? Did you think I would just let you drag me out of here? You are nothing but a bunch of pitiful excuses for men. With a sneer on her face, she declared, Wine, you think it's easy to drag around Jungkook's woman? Think again, fool. I am his woman, and he won't tolerate such foolish behavior. Wine, how utterly pathetic, she mocked, her voice laced with derision. You call yourself strong man, yet here you are, beaten by a girl. Your pride must be truly shattered. As the man retreated in pain, she couldn't help but let out a laugh. With a final glance, she turned on her heel and made her way back to the mansion, leaving the defeated men to their groaning and despair. Her heart skipped a beat as the sound of rushing footsteps echoed throughout the hall. Jungkook's voice rang out filled with anger and concern. She knew she had pushed the limits of his possessiveness once again, but she also knew she had the skills to back it up. Taking a deep breath, she bit her lips and prepared for the storm that was about to. She peered through the door, catching a glimpse of Jungkook pacing back and forth with a mix of fury and anxiety etched on his face. His voice was cold as he demanded the guard. Jungkook, why did you let her leave? Knowing the danger, huh? If they hurt her or did some. She stepped forward, meeting his gaze with a defiant gleam in her eyes. When I am back, she announced, her voice carrying an air of nonchalance. No need to worry, darling. He approached her with a mix of relief and anger. Jungkook, are you okay? Did they hurt you? He asked, his eyes searching for any signs of injury. I discovered that my enemies had found you, he added, his voice laced with concern and possessiveness. Vian, I am fine, darling. They didn't stand a chance against me. Don't worry, I can take care of myself. His gaze turned icy as he looked at her. Jungkook, I told you not to go out alone. It's dangerous out there, he snapped, his voice laced with frustration. You put yourself at risk, and I am not pleased with your discredit for your safety. She met his gaze with understanding. Man, I know I was restless, but I can handle myself, she replied, her voice calm yet firm. I understand your concern, but I need to able to make my own decision and live my life without constant restrictions. Jungkook, but you are not just making decisions for yourself, he argued, his gaze unwavering. You are my responsibility, and your restlessness affects me too. Your safety is my priority. His frustration bubbled to the surface as he snapped, Jungkook, do you know how much I worry about you? You acted rashly and put yourself in danger. It's not just about you, it's affect me too. When he cut her off before she could speak any further. His voice turned Jungkook. No, you need to listen, he insisted. We have had this discussion before, and I thought you understood the severity. She sighed, taking charge, pushing him onto the couch and startled him, surprising him with a demanding kiss. He was momentarily taken aback, his possessiveness evident as he returned the kiss with a heady mix of desire and dominance. It was a passionate moment, their lips pressing fire against each other. As he regained his bearings, he deepened the kiss, his hands cupping her face, pulling her closer, their tongue tangled in the fiery dance, each taking and giving in equal measure, a testament to the unbreakable bond between them. She pulled away from the kiss, her gaze meeting his with unwavering determination. Why, don't worry, she reassured him, her voice filled with confidence and a hint of arrogance. They didn't harm me. Instead, I showed them who's boss. After all, I am your woman and I can handle myself. I should know how to fight, right? His eyes gleamed with a mix of admiration and possessiveness as he looked at her, his chest swelling with pride. Despite his initial frustration, he couldn't deny the fire, strength, and resilience she displayed in handling the situation. Jungkook, you are remarkable, you know that? He whispered, a hint of a smile tugging at the corner of his lip. You always manage to surprise me. She returned his gaze, her eyes sparkling with a mix of confidence and mischief. When, of course, she replied confidently, a playful smirk playing on her lips. That violence and strength you see in me, that's what draws you to me. It makes you fall for me all over again. He chuckled softly, his gaze softening as he looked at her. Jungkook, you have a point, he admitted, a glimmer of amusement in his eyes. Your unwavering determination and fire spirit, do you have a way of capturing my heart, making me fall over and over again? Fine, so teach me how to be a mafia, she replied, a small smirk forming on her lip. I want to learn how to protect myself and my loved one, just like you. So show me the way. His gaze met hers, his voice taking on a more serious tone. Jungkook, becoming a mafia is not a walk in the park, darling. It requires a certain mindset, a willingness to take risks and make difficult decisions. It demands a level of control, power, and unwavering loyalty. She met his gaze, her eyes filled with a mix of determination and reassurance. Fine, I want it cooked, she replied firmly. I don't want you to keep worrying about me. I want to be able to protect myself and stand by your side as an equal. So please teach me everything you know. I am ready to embark on this journey with you. He kissed her forehead, his voice filled with gentle affection. Jungkook, you know, darling, even if you become the strongest and most pure mafia queen, I'll always worry about you too. Love doesn't fade with strength nor power. It remains unwavering, growing stronger with every challenge we face together. Vine, and you know what, Cook? Whenever you worry for me, just know that I love you even more. Every thought and concern I have for you, it only grows with each passing moments we spend together. Our love is forced to the reckon with, and we'll face whatever comes our way, together forever. He planted a tender peck on her lips before playfully smacking her hip. Chunku. Alright, babe, training starts tomorrow. No mercy, alright? He teased, a mischievous glint in his eyes. You will have no margin for error, and I promise you will become the most formidable mafia queen. But don't worry, I'll be there every step of the way. She smirked, her voice filled with determination. And bring it on, darling. I am ready to become a force to be reckoned with. And I know you will push me to my limits, but I'll rise to the ocean. No matter how tough it gets, I'll make you proud. Let the training begin.